Hey, it's your poker guy, and I'm back with another podcast. And this time it's with a fellow ex fast content creator, now the owner of Lucknow Kings, the new team in the PSL, Raj Juneja. Thank you so much, Raj, for taking time out. Poker Life India is what his page was, and now he's the owner of Lucknow Kings. काफी सही है. I saw him yesterday on the in the auctions, and काफी मजा आया. And the captain is Gaurav Sood. So आज थोड़ा जान लेते हैं कि what happened yesterday. And Raj, thank you so much for taking time out. And by the way, he's doing it from the airport. तो आप समझ सकते हो ओनर्स कितने बिजी होते हैं. So yes.
ये ग्रीन स्क्रीन नहीं है.
So yes, Raj, thank you for taking time out, man. What's up? How are you?
But thanks, Parth, for having me on board. And yeah, as you can see, I'm at the airport, and I think yeah, I should call you और बात करते हैं कि कल कैसा रहा. I was seeing your inside video yesterday, and I'm sure Jio के बाद you because of copyright you couldn't share, and I
Correct,
saw your
correct.
talk with the players. But I just thought कि एक perspective सबको पता होना चाहिए कि auction पीछे क्या जाता है, क्या thought process था. So I thought I should do this call with you. It's a good thing.
Awesome.
I'm sure
Tell me,
you'll have
how is
some
it?
burning questions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
I
very
want to.
exciting. Hmm.
We'll talk about the players. पहले आप अपनी team एक बार describe कर सकते हो? Can you describe your team? I know the captain is Gaurav Sood, and how
Yeah.
did the process happen? अच्छा, मुझे बताओ आपने कैसे decide किया team buy करना है? वो process क्या था?
See, for those who don't know my background, I am a player who started by grinding 1-2 and literally went up. Then I started vlogging because I wanted to learn poker. एक एकदम ecosystem में ना घुसना था सीखने के लिए.
Correct.
And that is kind of what you're also doing as well, right? So when you interact and when you make content, आप एकदम घुस जाते हो. So I've been a player, commentator, and I'm a businessman by background. I'm a hotelier. So पूरा 360 हो चुका था, commentator भी बन चुका था. So I was in a very unique position जहाँ पे I know the game, I know the industry inside out, and ये एक business opportunity भी मेरे साथ में through mutual contacts. So I was like, this is a great thing for me to get on. And जो पहला process था after the ownership signing and everything कि captain किसको बनाए. And गौरव को मैं पहले से जानता हूँ. तो जब
Okay.
even when I was learning and this thing हमारे घंटों conversation हुए थे on strategy, on coaching and how to approach the game. And उसकी जो methodology है ना, गौरव is number one in India, you know that, his scores and everything else. But result oriented poker में हम नहीं हो सकते. उसकी approach बंदे की बहुत solid है. He studies on his own as he doesn't belong to a stable or anything. So, and I loved his approach, and attitude is everything. And I saw a lot of similarities in how we think and approach the game. तो फर्स्ट थिंग वाज acquiring गौरव एंड वो हमारी सिनर्जी स्टार्टिंग से ही
कितने
शुरू हो
टाइम
गई.
पहले हुआ? कितने टाइम पहले ये हो चुका था?
आई थिंक 2 महीने पहले, 2-3 महीने पहले
Oh,
रफली मैं
okay.
आपको बता
Nice,
रहा हूँ.
nice,
हाँ,
nice.
तो आई वाज ऑन वेकेशन, ही वाज इन कनाडा. हम अलग अलग
हाँ,
टाइम जोन पे कॉल कर रहे हैं, कोऑर्डिनेट कर रहे हैं. तो ही गॉट ऑन बोर्ड एंड तब से हमारा होमवर्क शुरू हो गया.
nice.
एंड फिर हमने वाइल्ड कार्ड पिकअप किया उज्जवल नरवाल. ही इज आल्सो अ
Right.
बीस्ट, एज यू कैन सी हिज स्टैट्स एंड एवरीथिंग. हमारी कॉल
Correct.
भी हो गई. तो एक कोर टीम ना बन गई थी कि अच्छा हम तीन हैं और हम अब ऑक्शन में वी आर गोइंग इनटू
And
दिस.
it's a young team.
एंड
It's a young team.
इट्स अ
It's for now. It's a very young team. Huh. Correct. Then.
यस यस डेफिनेटली. सो अब उसके बाद शुरू जब क्वालिफायर का पूल आ गया हमारे पास, प्रो ड्राफ्ट आ गया, देयर वाज अ लॉट ऑफ मेथोडोलॉजी दैट व्हिच पीपल डोंट सी ऑन द ऑप्शन, जिसके बारे में बात करना चाहता हूँ. देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ मेथड बिहाइंड द मैडनेस. तो वी एक्चुअली रीच्ड आउट टू ऑल द क्वालिफायर्स, वी रीच्ड आउट टू ऑल द
सबसे
प्रोज.
बात की थी. सबसे बात की थी.
फॉर द मोस्ट ऑफ इट हमने एक क्वेश्चनर भेजा था टू कलेक्ट डेटा बिकॉज 36 प्लेयर्स है तो लोगों को बात करना वो सब करना. तो वी एक्चुअली हैड अ फिल्ट्रेशन प्रोसेस जहाँ पे हमने एक क्वेश्चनर भेजा था. उसके बेसिस पे हमने डेटा पुल किया था शार्क स्कोप से, वो सबसे, फिर लोगों से मतलब उसे शॉर्टलिस्ट किया, फिर लोगों से बात करी. एंड देन वी
Correct.
हैड आवर शॉर्टलिस्टेड लिस्ट, लाइक फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस, सेकंड प्रेफरेंस, थर्ड प्रेफरेंस, दैट काइंड ऑफ
Correct.
अ थिंग. एंड दैट हेल्प्ड अ लॉट जो हमने किया था. बिकॉज व्हेन यू आर सिटिंग ऑन द टेबल, आपने देखा होगा 2-3 स्क्रीनें ऑन थी, कम से कम मेरे टेबल पे तो थी. तो
Correct.
यू हैव टू व्हेन द थिंग कम्स अप, उसका आपके पास टाइम बड़ा कम होता है कि
Right.
लेना नहीं लेना.
Correct.
एंड व्हाट हैपेंस इज समटाइम्स इट इज लाइक जो आपने नहीं देखा होगा, लाइव ट्रैकिंग बजट शीट हमेशा हमारी स्क्रीन के ऑन थी. सो आई वाज लाइक दैट गाय वाज इनपुटिंग द नंबर्स एंड लाइक ट्रैकिंग, एंड उसमें स्ट्रैटेजी भी हो जाती है कि तो आप एक बजट रखते हो कि इसका कट ऑफ प्लेयर का मैंने ये रखा है, दिस इज माय प्रेफर्ड प्लेयर.
Correct.
That makes an impact. Sometimes that gets blown up. Then what happens is you don't get the player you want, so you got to re-strategize. So you have to have that data in place. तो वहां पे
Correct.
हमारा क्वेश्चन है, डेटा इनसाइट हमारे पास रेडी था. एंड आई थिंक इसमें सबसे बड़ा एसेट जो हमारा था वो गौरव था.
Oh,
Because there's so much insight you can do, and I had strategically chosen him. He's a living, breathing database.
boss,
to
you
for
will
the
not
language.
believe. मैं जब
हाँ.
live stream कर रहा था, I said, okay. I was also like, people said I'm simping on Gaurav Sood throughout. So I felt that maybe that was happening, but I was like, is he the Dhoni of this auction in the captains? And then at the end of the thing, I was like, okay, maybe it's Gaurav, maybe it's Dhawal. One of them is the Dhoni for me, like who's really
Yeah.
got it sorted. So maybe, yeah, absolutely. Coming, go
So,
on.
like Gaurav and I were like, we were in sync throughout, and we were moving as we were going. And एक जो strategy जो unsaid थी, but फिर वो said हो गई थी, वो मैं आपसे share करता हूँ. Generally, pros को you would expect them to go for higher and go for this thing. तो
Correct.
एक चीज जो unsaid strategy थी, and you'll also realize, as now I can say it's out in the open. The league is made in such a way that the frequency of qualifier matches are more than the pros.
Right.
So
Correct.
by default, it is more important that you choose your qualifiers wisely. That is point number
Oh,
one.
okay,
Understood?
okay, okay,
So
okay. तो
now you
प्रोज
know why.
इंटरनली जितनी मैच खेलेंगे वो कम होगी, बट क्वालिफायर ज्यादा मैच खेलेंगे, तो यू वांट द
Yes,
बेस्ट प्रो क्वालिफायर्स एटलीस्ट इनटू योर टीम.
yes, that is point number one, right?
हाँ
Now you realize why a lot of qualifiers went for much more than the pros. Does
हाँ,
that make
करेक्ट.
sense?
Yes,
Because the
absolutely.
value is there. Okay. And the third point is the skill gap between one pro to another is very less,
Hmm.
whereas the qualifier, the range can be much wider because people
Got
come
it.
from big backgrounds. Because you
Correct.
have players who are pros, semi-pros, and qualifiers, and
Correct.
then you have total amateurs who've also come in.
5, 6 were there, just 6, 7, 8 were there who were like really the good players, and then you had a little people who were unknown players, I believe.
Yes. So that kind of strategy was very important, but it was my first time auction, right? So one thing, my only thing was prepare as much as you can. Second is be in the moment and focused. So 4 hours of continuous focus था. ऐसा लग रहा था पता नहीं कौन सी टॉनिक ग्राइंड कर रहे हो.
मैं
You were
कमेंट्री कर रहा
just
था, मुझे भी वैसे लग रहा था. टेल मी, आर यू हाउ हैप्पी आर यू विद योर टीम आउट ऑफ 10?
fairly happy, fairly
Fairly
happy. I would
happy.
say around, yeah, 8 or 9 on 10. Like I'm pretty good with that.
Got it. So also what I would love is if you can describe your team once to me, and also for
Yeah,
everyone watching. So आपके पास एक base हो, and then from it. I know Siddhant Kriplani was in the team, and I remember I
yep.
commenting that also. कि अच्छा, I know Gaurav Sood is the most silently aggressive player, and Siddhant Kriplani के looks ही इतने aggressive है on the table. So I'm like, this is going to be like
Mm.
a really good jodi. So can you
Yes.
just take us through your team once, please?
Sure. So I'll start with the pros. We'll start with Pawan. Pawan and Gaurav have an equation of their own, right?
Acha,
And Pawan is, I think, in the States right now. He's playing the
experience
WSOP.
also, massive experience, huh?
Yes, massive experience. He studies. He's dedicated to the game. And there, like that information that Pawan has been on, he's in the WSOP, so he's been studying.
Correct.
तो माय फिलोसफी इन पोकर इज कि देखो बॉस वेरिएंस तो होता है बट इसका
हाँ,
ये मतलब नहीं आप प्रिपेयर नहीं करते
correct.
सो व्हाट आई न्यू एक ना फिल्ट्रेशन प्रोसेस होता है कि मेरे को पता है मेरे को कौन सा बंदा नहीं चाहिए आई डोंट वांट लेजी पीपल टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट तो बट इफ आई सी एफर्ट एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट सो पावन चेक्स ऑल द बॉक्सेस प्रो है एफर्ट कर रहा है इज इन द WSOP एंड गौरव इज आल्सो बिन इन अ स्टडी ग्रुप तो एक टीम की
Perfect.
सिनर्जी भी बनती है
Correct.
एंड एक और हमने गेम थ्योरी गौरव और मेरी उसमें चल रही थी कि हमें कुछ पता था कि दे वर गोइंग टू ओवरबिड फॉर सम प्लेयर्स
Okay.
तो जैसे प्रोज हो गए या आप क्वालिफायर्स भी ले लो तो उसमें हमने मेंटल अपना कट ऑफ रखा हुआ था कि अच्छा अगर इसमें ये बहुत हॉट हो सकता है इस पॉइंट के बाद हम छोड़ देंगे हमारे सेकंड थर्ड ऑप्शन आ जाएंगे
Got
इन
it.
टर्म्स ऑफ
Got it.
दैट
Got it. Got
so
it.
that's how Pawan came in. Siddharth Skriplani has been doing well online as well and offline, and his online volume was also pretty good in
Correct.
terms of that. So and Gaurav is जैसे मैंने बताया लिविंग ब्रीदिंग डेटाबेस तो उसकी वो इंसाइट्स होती हैं जो आपको शार्क स्कोप भी नहीं दिखा सकता शार्क स्कोप
Nice.
इज लिमिटेड ऑन रिजल्ट्स राइट बट वन ऑन वन जो आप कर रहे हो दैट दैट इज द इनसाइट वी हैव फ्रॉम गौरव ऑन द फ्लाई वी कुड
Got it.
मूव अराउंड
Perfect. So
राइट
after that, yeah.
हाँ so in terms of like we have Samya we have a couple of players अभी मैं आपको एक बार just give me a second
Sure. And I know it's pretty new, ये चीज होने वाली है. सब लोग याद करेंगे, धीरे धीरे करके अपनी पूरी टीम याद करने लगेंगे. And
no
everyone
I
will.
actually I want to be thorough because I don't want to miss out I am like that and I don't want to mispronounce anyone's name
Oh wow.
क्योंकि जैसे एक निकाश था एक विकास था like in the whole thing so right now there are too many names in my head ठीक है so we have Anand Mandoli Akhil Chaudhary Samyak Sethi Kaushik Ghosh and Soman Pal right
Nice.
and I'll tell you what happens is to be very honest आपका एक budget होता है that you are estimating generally you want like there are some amateur players as well तो हर टीम का ये breakup हो जाता है you have at least 3 semi-pro players and then one and one
The
amateur
unknown
players.
new players, right? Huh?
Yes. And I'll tell you this insight, which is not generally available to everyone because जब तक auction होता है ना and player calling is random ऐसा कोई sequence नहीं होता.
करेक्ट.
People gun for their top players, they get it, and then eventually their budgets are like
कम हो गए.
depleted.
करेक्ट. करेक्ट.
And ये एक convergence सारी team की थी. It was a common format throughout everyone. So
करेक्ट.
eventually, towards the end of the auction, everyone had to pick up their amateur players. So
समझ
this is
गया.
what pretty much happened for us. So we are also in the same ratio of going through this. And I think अब team के बारे में we'll be getting to know the team process है. अब the exciting part starts. We've started strategizing. हमने अभी team के जैसे
कोचिंग.
groups, communications, coaching plans ये सब करना शुरू कर दिया है. Because
वाओ.
by 22nd is the first match. तो यार ना इसकी nuances होती है. You have to see कि एक level बंदे का level क्या है. How much does he
करेक्ट.
know? How much does he don't know? Then we will be delegating something to our senior pros and our senior this in qualifiers as well. तो वो strategy अभी in place है, and that is how we are going forward.
Nice. Shout out to Anand Mandloy, the person you acquired,
Yeah.
because he follows me on Instagram and every time likes my videos. So I think that's a good buy. Very nice
Yeah.
person.
नहीं
Yeah.
नहीं
So
good यार. And you know one thing, I'm like एक बहुत बड़ी debate हुई थी, which देखो every camp talks about their benefits in this thing. तो जैसे pros का था कि यार pros को कम मिले या qualifiers को ज्यादा मिले.
जी जी,
So
उसके बारे में बात करनी है मुझे. हाँ.
yeah, तो एक तो है that happened because as we discussed because of the structure of the game. चलो ठीक है. But I have a contrarian view of this. Poker में for the game of poker to thrive and be alive, you need a constant flow of amateurs, recreationals
करेक्ट.
and new players.
करेक्ट.
वरना अगर आप कुछ साइट्स देखो, I won't name them particularly, but वहां पे फिर रेज फेस्ट हो जाता है and अच्छे प्लेयर्स हार के चले जाते हैं,
करेक्ट.
right?
एंड देन दे आर
So
ओपन टू प्ले अदर प्लेसेस. करेक्ट.
yes. So there has to be incentive for new qualifiers to play. अब भाई अगर आप ये प्रमोट करोगे कि पीएसएल क्वालिफायर में बंदे को 4 लाख रुपए तक मिल गए for their thing, it will people will be like यार अगली बार मैं भी खेलूंगा. I already start getting messages on my Lucknow Instagram handle कि भाई how do I get onto this and that kind of a
Yeah,
thing.
I was also going to ask you a question that are we seeing streamers be a part of it next time? कि एक एक slot streamer के लिए भी रख दो next time.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. And I've actually, Prajakth, who's the CEO, he's also from Delhi and he's a good friend.
Right.
So what I would like to say, him, Pranav Bagai, Siddharth, who's doing production, with the new energy with Prajakth coming on board since last year, there's a lot of new energy.
Correct.
And they're open to all of these ideas because they
I want to grow
he
it.
reflects my thought. कि मतलब to build the ecosystem, you need outside people to come in. So outside influencers, poker influencers as well, so that we can communicate and do that. And I think even the Lucknow team, which is special in this thing, generally क्या होता था, even our team owners, we want to promote the game, we want to go beyond just the season that is happening.
Exactly.
कि आगे भी सोचने के लिए ताकि हम अपनी फील्ड में क्या कर सकते हैं, कैसे प्रमोट कर सकते हैं, and all of that. So that is our approach to the thing. हाँ, so coming back to my point, qualifiers, the fees of the professional players was increased by 1 lakh. Last year it was 1 lakh, now it's 2 lakhs. So they gave the push where they needed, है ना?
Got it.
I agree with. And qualifiers, because the structure is such, they got rewarded in the auction.
Got it.
तो कुछ ना कुछ तो होता ही है. And like auction in a way is like a game of poker. होता क्या है? I'll give you an example. Pro draft में people bet out early and everyone quickly filled up their things. So even players who were anticipated to go for higher did not go for higher, went at the base price. Like
Correct. Aditya
for
Sushant
nuts.
2 lakh. And I was like, what is happening? And I was like, I did not know what is happening.
So, bro, it's like just think about it. Na? Sometimes if you just sit out of a tournament and people just go crazy and you survive and you get ICF.
FT पे अपने ऊपर आ गए.
Bilkul. So it was that kind of a scenario. It was nothing to do with Sushi's worth. He was on top of our list as well. So, it's a moving dynamic. So
Understood.
as you can see, you were plugged into the screen, you were watching कि उनका कितना बजट है, ये कौन किससे ले गया है, उनकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज क्या है. बिडिंग में ये होता था कि जैसे आप कोई लोग आराम आराम से कर रहे थे बिडिंग. First, third, sometimes it would happen कि 1 मिनट तक सन्नाटा है, फिर by the end of the thing, same guy has reached by 4 lakhs.
Correct.
So there are a lot of nuances which go into it. But I think what has happened very good for the sport because if you don't know my history, I came in as a qualifier as well on PSL.
Okay.
From the first, I was in third season with Mumbai Anchors and we came second. Gaurav came in season 1 as a qualifier, then
Punjab,
wild
right?
card and this thing.
Yeah.
So it's been a great platform and now things are evolving. पहले क्या होता था जैसे मैं qualifier था, base rate ये हो गए, बिक गए. Now अब बोली हो रही है, उनकी value बढ़ रही है.
Yep.
So I think it's a great
let
thing.
me ask you a few questions as an owner now.
Yeah.
What do you think? IPL की तरह Mumbai Indians started off with the 440 CR buy the owners. Today it's of course a 1 billion plus franchisee. So do you think it's going to happen with this as well? Do we see the brand values of teams growing up in the future?
That's an excellent question. And I think that's why I'm on the ground floor as well, right? because I've come into this in the team owner thing as well, and because I believe in this. And see, esports is growing huge. You've seen
Correct.
that it's coming. Um, Very honest, maybe the growth of poker is not as much right now as it is in other things. There are many things in flux. Policy is in flux, everything is flux. But what I can see is that big time money is coming in, right?
Correct.
The title sponsor Pocket 52, other brands are growing massively as other, right? So पैसा अगर कोई डाल रहा है तो कोई ना कुछ तो उसमें वो होगा,
ग्रोथ
right?
देख रहे हैं जी.
हाँ हाँ. Number two, I'd like to say is whenever you start something ना, think of any big YouTube as well. उसने हजारों वीडियो बने होंगे before he went viral and hit.
ट्रू.
So I believe India maybe there'll be a poker inflection point. अब वो क्या आएगा, कैसे आएगा, पॉलिसी से आएगा, किस मनी मेकर इफेक्ट, सो इट वर्क्स डिफरेंट इन डिफरेंट ज्योग्राफीज. यूएस में
राइट.
मनी मेकर इफेक्ट था,
करेक्ट.
राइट? तो पहले मेरे को भी लगता था कि यार इंडिया का भी अगर मनी मेकर हो गया, कि अगर इंडिया का पहला ब्रेसलेट आ गया तो मे बी इट हैपेंस. इट डिडंट हैपन दैट वे. सो मे बी इट कैन हैपन थ्रू कंटेंट. क्वींस गैम्बिट आया, चेस की सेल बढ़ गई भाई.
करेक्ट.
So,
करेक्ट. करेक्ट.
but the good thing is, you keep grinding, whether you're an operator or a site or a player or a fellow vlogger like yourself. ठीक है? तो आपको भी लगता होगा कि अच्छा, other channels are getting these many views,
Yep,
but
absolutely.
you've chosen your niche. So when it blows up, you are in the right spot, right?
Correct.
Similarly, the Poker Sports League and other sites which are operating right now are in the right spot. So when that inflection point comes, maybe it could be like a Queen's version of this thing, Queen's Gambit ka version. And I'm also writing something which is a long-term project where I'm putting lessons of philosophy, stoicism, and from the Bhagavad Gita to
To poker?
how to poker and how to assess risk in life and to
Nice.
get into that. So it could be any one of these things which hits it big. And when it hits it big,
The
players who are
entire
in place
ecosystem
will.
benefits. The entire ecosystem
Yes.
benefits.
Yes,
Correct.
yes. The blogger would benefit, the site would benefit, PSL would benefit. So, that is how I look at it.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, coming to the top two bids of yesterday, Saransh Garg and Akshay Kapoor. आपका कट ऑफ प्राइस क्या था? What had you thought? Did you want it only? Did you want them badly, or you were like, okay, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं? And you got Samyak Sethi after that, right?
Yes, that's right. So,
So
they
were
were
all
on our
three of them
list.
at the same level for you? कि आपका था कि नहीं ये वो दोनों चाहिए, कि कैसा था, प्लान क्या था?
देखो, हमें पता तो सब कुछ था. ऐसा नहीं था कि अगर हमने किसी में बिड नहीं डाली. And I'll tell you one interesting story. So, all our guys who be shortlisted pretty much came at the last quartile of the budget.
हाँ,
So
right.
we were during the breaks, other team owners were teasing us कि भाई क्या
ले
कर रहे
लो.
हो, खरीदोगे, घर लेके जाओगे, गौरव को सारा खिलाओगे. Like it was that kind of a thing. But
हाँ.
that was just part of the strategy. And like Samyak was on our thing, we got him at whatever price we wanted. So जो हमारे था, we pretty much got it. And जैसे pros में था वैसे हमारा इसमें भी था. We knew किसका क्या है. तो हमें पता है कि कुछ लोग overbid भी हो सकते हैं. So
Correct.
that time it's a moving situation and we take a call. जब जैसे बहुत heated हो गया, तो कभी कभी क्या होता है, मान लो वी वांटेड टू बिड समवन फॉर समवन, बट इंटरनली वी से कि यार ये बहुत ओवरहीट हो रहा है, दीस टू टीम्स आर गेटिंग आफ्टर इट. सो वी वुड टेक अ स्ट्रेटेजिक कॉल के यार इन दोनों को करने दो, जब ये खरीद लेंगे तो उनका बजट इतना हो जाएगा, वी कैन गो फॉर
फिर
दैट
अपन
गाय
ले
बेटर.
लेंगे. Perfect,
एंड वो
perfect,
हमारे लिए
perfect.
शॉर्ट होगा. इनफैक्ट आई गिव यू एन एग्जांपल. समय को हमने आउटबिड किया था. वी गॉट इनटू इट विद दिल्ली जहाज और समवन,
हाँ.
एंड देन वी सॉ द नंबर्स. हमने बस मतलब आई
हाँ.
थिंक 390
You
जो भी
put
चल रहा था,
pressure.
हमने
हाँ, हाँ,
या हमने 10 कर दिया और उनके पास पैसे ही नहीं है तब तक. लाइक
correct.
जस्ट टू गिव यू दैट थिंग. सो
Correct.
इट्स अ मूविंग सिचुएशन ब्रो. इट्स नॉट जस्ट कि आपको जो
I know,
अपनी
I know.
डिश चाहिए वो मिल जाती है.
Auctions can
या
play out really funny. But who
या
was the जो दिल्ली कैपिटल्स क्रिकेट में है, जो बंदा हमेशा प्राइस इन्फ्लेट करता है, कल वो कौन था? दिल्ली कैपिटल्स का ओनर जो हमेशा भाव बढ़ाता है, कल वो कौन था?
आई आई थिंक वैसे तो शार्दुल ही बैठा हुआ था दिल्ली आज के.
No,
उसके
not for
कान में
Delhi's
कोई
ours.
होगा.
I'm saying
या
compared to IPL, where Delhi Capitals का जो ओनर है, he always increases the price. तो कल सब टीम्स में से कौन था ऐसा?
मिस्टर रोमित
अच्छा.
Advani from Gujarat Falcons. I get a feeling. And मतलब I'll give you an example. There was a player he wanted, 50,000 से शुरू हुआ. भाई साहब ने, I think it was
Two
a
and a
pro
half
or a
lakhs.
thing, I don't
I
know.
think सीधा वो
Yes,
बोल दिया.
yeah. So and he didn't take him. So those are strategies to just inflate a player.
Wow, right.
उनको पता है कि हमें लेना नहीं है, and फिर 210 से शुरू हो जाता है, the ones who are really interested. So I
Uh,
think Delhi was going at it,
Gujarat
Delhi
was going
and
at it.
Gujarat. So they were
Nice.
pretty aggressive.
ओके, आपके पास जब टाइम एंड होने वाला हो बताना, मैं तो क्वेश्चंस डालते जाऊंगा. मेरा
I
एक
still have
क्वेश्चन है.
5 more minutes.
ओके,
Yeah, I'm
ऑसम.
good. Yeah.
एक ये बताओ कि हाउ डू यू थिंक लाइक दिस इज अ स्टार्ट, लाइक इवन आई डोंट नो व्हाट द टीम्स आर एट नाउ. मतलब दिल्ली की टीम में कौन है,
हाँ
गुजरात
हाँ.
की टीम में कौन है, बट आई
Yeah.
नो आई एम डेवलपिंग सम इंटरेस्ट कि आई एम लाइकिंग द
Yeah.
जोड़ी ऑफ से गौरव सूद एंड सिद्धांत एंड लाइक दोस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स फॉर मी
Yeah.
राइट
Yeah.
नाउ फ्रॉम माय
Uh-huh.
एंगल. when do
Yeah.
you think this is going to start happening कि public अभी what are the steps that you owners are taking कि यार so that मेरा एक fan बन जाए, like right now I'm not very pro of any team as such, you know, but I want to be like नहीं I'm supporting Lucknow. How does that happen? कैसे build करेंगे वो?
It's a very good question, and it's on my strategy pad as well. So the first
Nice.
thing is that we have a like अपना what I say to everyone, you when you start marketing anything, right? You know this better than anyone. अपने close circle से start करते हो. It's concentric.
Correct.
So the good thing is with Poker Life India and everything else, I have reach outs in the community, and I'll be like reaching out to like guys follow our page and support our page.
Build loyalty.
Then
हाँ.
I'm going to go, yeah. Then I'm going to go regional, because I'm from Uttar Pradesh as well, and that's why we chose the team Lucknow thing. And the other owners, one of the owners is also from Lucknow. So I'm from Bareilly otherwise. So we are
Okay.
going to reach in our circles and promote के भाई ये आपकी team है. दिल्ली वाले जैसे दिल्ली को वो करते हैं, लखनऊ वाले उनको करते
Correct.
हैं. And you know, we are going to build up the hype around it and start engagement in a lot of things. So it'll be a combination of educating people as well, क्योंकि जो there'll be some newcomers also
Sure.
जो उनको पोकर के बारे में नहीं जाना, and then more team information updates and get people on board. Because
Nice.
even post the season, the idea is to go into cities, into get games organized or something, get something going.
Correct.
That is
Correct.
in the beta
Very key,
stage.
but that's very
Yeah,
important. That like जैसे
yeah.
मुंबई इंडियंस स्काउटिंग करता है, ये करता है, क्या क्या होगा which will build up the entire brand value will be very crucial.
Yes, yes. And because we believe, देखो right now अभी बहुत कम टाइम है, 22nd को मैचेस है, तो प्रायोरिटी तो ट्रेनिंग एंड उस पे है. But that being said, I recognize your point. There'll be a social media team which will be working in to engage with people
Correct.
and going on to that. And post the season, what I believe is we will be planning for something post the season as well. Because we would like
Absolutely.
to do something annually as well, right? So वो
Correct.
सब
Throughout
talks
the
में
year,
है.
round the clock,
Yeah,
कुछ तो होना चाहिए. Absolutely.
वो सब होना चाहिए. And yeah, that is the plan. ये जैसे कुछ करते हैं.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, I'm kind of I have a few questions. अभी मैं थोड़ा miss कर रहा हूँ because of the time
हाँ
duration,
हाँ.
but मजा आया. And
हम्म.
anything else that you want to tell us about the entire Lucknow team, man? Anything what you feel, and why should people follow the team?
See, why should people follow the team? That's a good question. देखो अगर आप लखनऊ उत्तर प्रदेश के हो तो होम टीम को तो आपको वो करना ही है.
करना ही है.
ठीक है. And I think more than that, you know, like-minded people they bond together. तो जैसे आपने पूछा कि हमारे गौरव हैं, उज्जवल है, this thing है. When you know someone's work ethic and what they stand for, क्योंकि poker, like anything in life, is like think of it as a weapon. It can be a good thing or a bad thing. So your ideology should follow what your heroes and idols are doing.
Correct.
तो मेरा भी वही होता था कि जैसे वैसे like you're vlogging or I'm vlogging or you're doing this, you get a lot of shit posts as well. Right, you get a lot of negativity as well. But what you do is कि ठीक है, I will keep carrying on and I'll stay true to my values. तो
Correct.
ऐसे ही गौरव का मेरा and we have this ideology or philosophy in working कि हम काम करेंगे, hard work करेंगे, सब कुछ करेंगे, and we will bring up the players also, the qualifiers who come up, and we'll promote the sports. हम पूरी मेहनत करेंगे, सब कुछ करेंगे, and then it's up to the poker gods. तो when
Nice.
people see that कि अच्छा ये लड़के ऐसे हैं, इतना वो करते हैं, डेडिकेटेड है, उनकी ये साइकोलॉजी है, गौरव को तो सब जानते ही हैं, तो you get like-minded people together. And
Nice.
obviously you'll focus, आपको पता है कि haters भी होते हैं, सब कुछ होता है, that's part and parcel of the game. So but our focus will be more internal in, you know, getting people up. Other you know, the fortunes can follow as per the gods. वो उनके हमारे हाथ
Nice.
में नहीं है.
Last question. I got a question. One player
Yeah.
who you wanted and you didn't get. ऐसा था कि यार ये तो चाहिए मेरे फर्स्ट में था. I know you have first, second, third preference, but एक जो था कि यार इसको ले लेंगे.
यार I think sushi भी था,
Okay.
who were on our list and then we didn't get. That
All right.
happens.
Of
तो
course,
either or
auction में
करना
तो part
पड़ता
है
है.
वो तो. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah. So, but overall, pretty happy with this thing, and thank God I prepared, man. Starting में मेरे को लग रहा था, but वो we started that work a month ago only, so that was good. कि that definitely helped because that time you need to have information like this, कि भाई इसका क्या है, इसने कितने साल
Correct,
खेला
correct.
है, इसका वो है.
किसने
So
हर एक के
and
स्टैट्स भी थे आपके पास? उनके स्टैट्स भी थे? लास्ट 2 मंथ्स में क्या किया है, रिजल्ट्स क्या है? I don't know, whatever.
yes, so I told you about that question of each send ना.
That was
उसमें अच्छा
detailed.
खासा,
अच्छा.
it was detailed. उसमें qualitative answers भी थे, quantitative answers भी थे. So on the fly वो हमारा खुला हुआ था कि जब खुला हो तो किसका क्या बैकड्रॉप है, क्योंकि प्रोज में तो आपको फिर भी थोड़े बहुत नंबर दिखा देते हैं, amateurs you don't get to see
True, true,
everything
true.
from the PSL this thing, and we were tracking our own sheets and things, so that was helpful.
Awesome, Raj. Thank you so much for taking time out. Have a good
Cheers,
flight
bro.
and
Thank
supporting
you.
Lucknow Giants. And let's
Lucknow
go.
Kings.
Kings. I mean,
Kings.
yeah,
Kings.
it's sorry,
Okay,
Lucknow
no, no
Kings.
worries, no worries.
Yeah, सही
So
है यार.
thanks,
Thank you so
man.
much. Thank you so much, man. It's looking a
Fun
young team which is
conversation.
मजा मारने वाली है.
Yeah, yeah, and keep doing what you're doing, bro. And I think league के बारे में लोगों को पता भी होना चाहिए और so
जी.
keep doing what you're doing, interacting, and I'm sure PSL will be positive only for the interactions and things you want to do. And yeah, I'll keep you posted. We'll be in touch. अभी तो अभी
Absolutely.
शुरू हुआ है.
Absolutely. I think it's full round the year. मुझे भी बहुत मजा आता कल to do it, and it was good scale. Geo adding a lot of value to this
Yep,
entire piece as well. So yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
That's India's biggest platform on sports, and good things to come. And like a lot of good things is for the finale as well, the live finale. It's there's going to be a different production thing. There's going to be more space, more features and things. I think PSL will disclose more as they go along, but it is the most charged season yet,
Absolutely.
definitely.
You can feel it. Yeah, I did a podcast with Rajit and I got the same energy
Oh
from him
yeah,
as well.
that's all right.
Yeah. ठीक है.
Uh-huh.
Okay, good luck, man. Thank you,
See you, bro.
thank you.
Nice
Have a
talking
safe
to
flight.
you.